Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished in our little town of Springview, where we are looking at quarry number 2. Let me turn the game on here. That we needed to remember we need some housing over here. Or here, or here. Though it'd be nice to have it in the influence of a market. So... that's actually quite limited. It is. And then also wanted to make sure we've hit every button down here this episode. See if there's anything else that we want to cover as far as just the basics for vanilla Banished. Here's our town. We're building up these houses now. The foundation just set. So we're going to get people into these homes, or our slightly older couple are having kids. I was curious to see if there's one more kid going to come out of here. This well is finished. We put this in by quarry 1 last time to make sure that we have access to water in this area. Let's see. There's our... I was curious. Do we have stone in the markets anywhere? Do the vendors ever grab... I mean, they grab logs. There's iron. There's logs. So I'm thinking it's possible. Unless they only grab iron and logs because those are building materials for other products, like tools. But stone really isn't a building material for anything other than buildings. So it's possible that they don't grab stone. Where am I at? I was thinking about a way for this market vendor to more easily head over and get stone out of here. Green Ice 212 threw out a tip for me that was very helpful. When I was asking earlier about where would be great places to put tunnels. And this area right here, we're seeing people walking over the hill instead of walking around on the roads that we provided. So this might be a great place to put a tunnel. Also thinking about something shooting through here to get folks from this side over here just that much easier. So neither of them are really critical, but it would sure give us an excuse to put a tunnel in, and that's always fun. Let's go ahead and just pop that in real quick so we can watch it build this episode. Let me think here. Road, tunnel. Now, they're walking across over... Oh, they are heading further over. There's a certain point at which they can't cross over and they will have to walk all the way around. But I'm thinking this right here would be a good place to send that tunnel through. And then we're going to road in from both sides. Got that right? Yeah. And then I thought over here would be another good place. Well, the best place really is in the middle of this field. And that would be a great place for our houses too. You know, let's do that. Let's relocate the farm. That might answer some questions. And we got a bunch of activity here. The whole time I was doing that, I wasn't even seeing any of this. So like I said before, I just tunnel vision right into what I'm doing. Lots of families that are all quite older. So no more kids. Yeah, we may have gone a little bit too long on our adding houses campaign here. I'm afraid we're going to have quite a few families without kids soon. So well, first of all, let's slow this down to 2. I want time to think for a bit. I want a pasture for chickens over here. We'll go with that. Put that up here as a reminder, though I don't think there's anything else going on, so shouldn't need to prioritize it. Good labor, lots of builders, need 2 here, so we do have other projects going on. Oh, the tunnel. Tunnel takes 4, right? Tunnel takes 4. Okay. Tunnel is done. Wow, that was quick. What are we looking at for stone? We have lots of stone left. Would you look at that? I can see where that would be hugely good for Springview. I mean, very useful. Yeah, that was a good call. I like that. I want to do the same over here, but I want to do it right in the middle of this. But let's get this moved first. And we can't move it until we've got a place for the chickens to come to. So let's take our builders will automatically work as laborers, so we'll go ahead and let them do that. Our crops are in. All of our pumpkins. You only get one pumpkin per patch. Boy, when I grow pumpkins, I get so many little tiny ones I don't know what to do with. Get a whole crop of 4-inch pumpkins. There's the peppers, and they do look like little peppers. Yeah. Our cabbage and our potatoes. Those are big potato leaves. Anyway, we are relocating chickens. How are we doing? We're doing fine. Okay. So, when that gets done, I'm thinking of just a whole neighborhood in here. We'll call this the suburbs. Loaded up with housing. And not necessarily all stone houses. Maybe we'll do a mixture in here so we can get it done more quickly. 42 of 56 graves. We could even relocate the graveyard, but that's kind of tricky business. A lot of people not happy about having their family members moved away, so we'll leave that alone. Never really stopped to take a good look at this. I don't recall if there's ever a time that it animates. I don't think it does. It just sits there and looks good. Yeah, that is a nice model. Okay, so we are removing obstacles and bringing over supplies. While we're doing that, let's see here. Seems like there was... No, not that one. One here. Well, there it is with a question mark. This is an in-game manual, you might say, or help. And any of the questions that I had, I forgot this was here. Like I wasn't sure at the beginning whether or not the laborers assisted in road building. Let's see, where's professions? There. Or if that was just the builders. Here we see the builders build dirt roads and construct buildings, stone roads, and remove structures. The laborers cut down trees, all the general labor, remove stones, move goods from one place to another. So it lets you know what each of the professions do, and it's a basic how-tos and tips of the game. So if there's anything you're not certain on, I want to know all the particulars about wood houses and stone houses. I wonder if this will tell you how much firewood they use. I was hoping for a chart. Guess we're not seeing that. But good stuff here in this. This is in the same one that gives you all of the boxes, all of the menus. As well, here's a button to get you straight to your town hall easily. And while I'm talking, did I miss anything important? Lots of people are dying, but they're all of old age. And we're just starting the work phase of this. Okay. There's something else over here I wanted to show you this episode. So in the same second menu, we've got camera locations. So if I wanted, let's go to our original forest node. I want this to be camera location number 1. We click on this. And if you look at your keyboard, your bottom row, Z through B. So this is Z. We head over, grab another one of our farming area. That will be 2. And our downtown here, we'll make that 3. So we hit the Z, we fire over here, B, and C. So that's another little quick hotkey system in the game that I have kind of forgotten to use. I always adapted this system here. If I want to get to the back to that first forest node, I'll hit here. If I want to get onto the other end, I'll go over there. That'll take me out over in this area. And this one, actually that was, oh, this was over here. Yeah, I should probably kick this one a little further to the side to remind myself. But that's what I did, or what gameplay strategy I developed right from the very beginning, rather than using the camera locations. So we got a pasture. We're going to put chickens in there, and I want these guys to not split. I want them to move. Okay, let's turn this. Why can't I empty this? Is it because I chose chickens? If I turn off work, can I then empty? I didn't build this for nothing, did I? Okay, well, here, let's see what happens here. I'll defeat them at their own game. If we destroy this, will they all move over to this one? We'll turn chickens back on. Wait a minute, can I do it now? Still can't empty. Oh, can I not empty because this has 40 and this... Oh, they moved... Oh, that's interesting. They all moved over automatically when I got rid of this one. Okay, we'll take that down to 0, kill off these 3. I'm curious one more time. If I were to destroy this again, would the other 3 become part of this? I don't know. There was 38 and 3, but we're not kicking up to 41. So what happens to the 3? They're still here. So 3 of 0. We're just going to go ahead and kill these 3, and then we'll destroy this one. Hoping to simply transfer from one to the other, but this kind of got the job done. So we don't want to split it. We have 38 of 37, so we can't fit 40 in here like we did this one. But that's fine. Oh, we got rid of the labor. There we go. And let's just hire one more. I just want to get rid of the 3 chickens. There we go. They're making it tough on me. Okay, so we've got a mass chicken exodus going on. Got our 3 here. And all of the other ones are on their way to their new home. We have this look at the baby chickens right there. They have this internal radar, and they just know instinctively where to go. So, old age, old age, old age. Wow. And one, nope, you found your place of business. So, I'm afraid if I just destroy this, that these 3 chickens are going to, I don't know, wander around aimlessly. Well, that was a chicken. And you now have nothing. Where'd that chicken go? Over there. It was hidden by the trees. Okay. The culling of the chickens. You are a vendor. You are a child. You are a chicken. Well, I wish this would... I forgot that we have to wait for it to be disassembled. I was thinking we'd just delete it and then start building our houses. So we have gone through the camera, the pathing. I don't think there's anything left here that we have not seen. She's cleaning up the last of the chickens now. They're gone. Head over here. Destroy this. Take one herdsman away. Okay. And builders destroy buildings. We have 8 builders doing the job of 2. What was the job of 2? Okay, I am a little lost on this one. The tunnel I thought was the other job. Oh, the 2 would be the destruction of this. This is a job of 2. Gotcha. 47% demolished. Is someone actually doing the job? I hear hammering. I don't see them. We have an invisible... Ah, they were inside. Okay. We have a blank blueprint now. Let's take builders down 2 more. We're still at speed 2. That's good. So we can kind of lay out this neighborhood here. Okay, so our nearest well is right there. I think we're going to pop another well in. Well, we got river right here. Okay, we're going to call that good on fire protection. Of which, you know, we've had very few disasters in this game. We had one tornado that just hit the very first corner, or far edge of the map. We had another tornado that just nipped the top little area right here. Did a lot of damage to those 3 buildings and killed quite a few people who were concentrated in those buildings, unfortunately, and took a lot of our supplies away. It took our first ale away too. We had bought 33 ale and it was gone, sucked up into the clouds. But otherwise, we've had some diseases, and that's it. We haven't even had a crop failure. Wow, it's been a pretty good run. We started on hard too. So that's mostly starting conditions. I don't know if that really affects the frequency of disasters. Okay, so let's lay out some buildings. I had paused to think about got a merchant down there. Let's take care of that first. To think about whether we wanted a well or not, so that I knew whether or not I could put my wooden buildings near each other. But pause this. Trade. He's got venison, corn, chicken, apple seeds. We've got apples. Yeah, eggs. He's got 1,000 eggs. I'm impressed. What have we got? You're there somewhere. There you are. 276. Wool coats, which is different from warm coats. Squash, steel tools, and logs. He's got a lot of stuff. We don't need the venison. Our corn, we don't have corn. So, for the sake of fun, actually, we're going to move this. And speaking of fun, let's look something up here. Something I noticed when I was skimming through this before. Citizens, was it this one that talks about their health? Their health. That's not it. Oh, there was a section just on health, if I recall. Professions, homes, roads, storage, services, production. Well, it was there when I looked the first time. Let's go back to citizens and see if health takes us somewhere. It does not. There was something in here that diet. That's what I was reading. Okay. The ideal diet for maximum health is grain, or corn or wheat, fruit, vegetables, protein, which is meat or nuts. And then medicine herbs can increase health where diet falls short. I think it can take the place of one of these items if you're short of some. So there's, what do I say here? So we've got 1, grain, fruit, vegetables, protein. So there's 4 main categories. And I think the medicine, or the herbs, can replace 1 for you. It's like a wild card. Okay. So that's why I try to always maintain a varied diet. And with all these markets now, and all these vendors competing to grab as much of every item as they can, we should get all of the items pretty well dispersed throughout the map, so everyone has, you know, something within their reach. So 1,000 corn, chicken were fine, eggs were fine, chicken were not so, but we have lots of other meats. Otherwise, squash, we don't have squash seed yet. We bought some before. Let's go ahead and buy some more. Alright, so we're looking at 2,000. Yeah, 2,000. And we can get rid of something. We have lots of fish. So let's get rid of 1,000 fish. And what else do we want? Mutton. Mutton. Yeah, let's do 1,000 mutton. No, I'm wrong. Those are 3s. No, these are 1s. These are 3s. Okay. So, is it mutton we want to get rid of? Beef? How are we doing on beef? I have no beef. Because alphabetically it's off the charts. There's our beef. Okay. Let's do... That's a 3 also. So we're going 3, 3, 4. Let's do... 200 and 134. And my math worked out there. We could, if we wanted to, back this up to 998 and call that good. Yeah. Alright, trade and dismiss. And nothing that we took out of there, that's why I was checking over here, nothing is going to devastate us to replace what we took out of the market. So we're good. So we'll turn that off. Did I see what I thought I did? Traders, there's 4 out of 6. We boosted that a long time ago and never restored it. So there's part of our workforce that wasn't all that necessary to be tied up all that time. I was over here. There we are. The deer have moved in. All that chicken poo probably fertilized this area well. So you can see the indent that the game left where the old pasture was, where it terraformed for us to make the ground flat. So let's throw a road system in. I'm thinking we're going to go like so. We're going to split this. Well, let's put a couple houses in first. I want to make sure to leave like a front yard. We'll tuck that all the way up against it, like so. And not necessarily going to put the road up against it. We'll go to here. So we're going to come down here. How far do we want to go? I think we can go the pathway. Go something like that. And somewhere... Well, it'd be kind of nice to line up with that pathway there. Let's go ahead and punch our tunnel through. Let's make sure the game will let us. Sometimes there are obstacles we're not thinking of that make this difficult, but this one does work. Can I go one further over? I cannot. So it needs that corner space right there. Let's do that. We'll cancel that one and go back to our tunnel. We could go right there. There it is. So with that, we can get a house in. Well, let me grab that road first. It's going to come out of the center, go in like that. This one's already set up with a road. So now this house could face either direction. So we could come back in like so, or we could come in like so. I think we'll do that, because this one's probably going to face this way. And we'll put a stone house in over here. And it can be back a little bit, just to give us some variety. And then Another wooden one. Wish there was a way in this version of Banished to plant trees. I don't know if these trees will eventually kind of sprout their way through and around over the years or not. So the goal was to get our houses within the radius of a market, so I'm purposely not going to punch over here with one. I'm curious about something. Could we tunnel right here? Cannot. Can we tunnel from here through? We cannot. You got to have a certain height of your hill to allow the tunnel. So this whole area is not going to let us tunnel through. So not a thing I can do here, even if I wanted to. Okay. That's what I was a little worried about this one. If I had gone over here where they were walking, I think it... Well, let's find out. Would it have let me? It would not have. Although that might be because the stockpile is interfering. Is that my problem over here? It's possible. The stockpile is taking the place of where the tunnel needs to land, because they are cutting this area too, but I can't... That's the one thing I can't do in this game is diagonal. If I were to hold a shift down and shoot across, it doesn't give me a diagonal run. So I can't tunnel diagonally through here. I wish I could. Anyway, I'm not going to... Well, I say I'm not. Let's go ahead and grab these just so we can see who moves in. And we'll grab the tunnel just to remember that we're doing it. That's why we've got 12 building positions open and only 6 builders. I hear a noise earlier? Stone is low. Yep. Lots of foundations and 40 stone for this guy. Alright, so let's continue building our neighborhood. Yeah, like I said, I wish that these trees, wish I knew that they could spread back through eventually. Kind of spreading these out so we can get more of a look like this. Even these trees have pretty much disappeared. So unless you've got, well, this, okay, here's a little one that's popped out from this one. So maybe this one, when it grows, will drop another seed over here or over here. And yeah, it's possible that the forest could creep yet. I've never really studied that part of the game and kept track of it over years to see if that happens. But more houses. Stone is getting difficult. Stone is going to increase quickly as these get built, because now these people are going home right here. So we're going to get our efficiency up considerably when this happens. 144 stone went straight into the tunnel. There's our stone black hole there. Okay, still a slightly older couple. When I say older, I mean that Banished marries you off at 10 years old. So, but it looks like Banished is intentionally taking, starting with older and moving to younger, because we do have young folks still in the town. Well, it's not going to tell me. I was hoping I could see a list of students. There's 17, 18, 6, 14, 29. Yeah, still doable. Okay. And out of curiosity, we'll pop the inventory in that one. Alright, let's continue. Housing. And this really is just whatever I think would look good. So, nope, that's the wrong button. I want R. Let's face this one this way. And we'll put it out over here. And the stone one is there. Let's put another stone one right here. Facing... Let's see, there, and there, and there. Yeah, we'll just go with the 4. Now, facing the field, I don't think I'd want to face a sheep field. We'll tuck into there. And a wooden one. Yeah, the wooden one can face the sheep. And one last stone one. It's going to face out like that. We'll stick another road. Something like that. So this one, what is there to place out here that is helpful to the houses but isn't a house? Is there anything? That's strange. I would assume the game would have given the houses to couples first. I guess I would be wrong. But wherever Arvis moved away from, unless Arvis was a child that never married and stayed at home the whole time. Maybe that's what the game looks for, is just next generation status. So, again, inventory. Let's see what sort of items move into the houses. So, we have we have room over here yet. Okay, let's do that. Let's do some more. Send this across. Finish that one. And can we get houses up against there? Let's do another stone house. Stone is at 3. It is at an end. So the stone is all in for this one. We don't have these listed yet. Let's tuck that one in there. And we'll start building a row across the bottom. Tunnel is done. Actually, that looks really good. Though I feel like there needs to be a road right there. And right there. Just kind of even things out. Well, that's one too many. Take that one away. Okay, so much better access through our town, through our landscape. I was in the middle of something. That we'll tuck into there. We'll put that one there. That one's up there. And these are only 8 stone each for the regular wooden houses. This one we'll put a pause on. And let's get another couple of wooden houses going. So, there, wood. What I wanted to find out was, is it possible to build anything here? It is not until you get to here. We'll do that. And that was Angelicity the Stonecutter was crushed by a rock. Darn. What's really heartbreaking is when they die in childbirth. You not only lose your wife or your mom, you lose the child too. At the beginning of the game, that's really harsh. You're really hoping for more labor to show up. Okay, this I want to send off in that direction, and we'll tuck it up in that corner. Okay, so there's our new little suburbs to our Megapolis Springview. Tapping away in their colorful skirts. Okay, with that, let's get our speed back up. And curious while we're waiting, I want to read a little more about disasters. Disasters. Starvation. Weather. Crops, fields, and orchards may seriously affected by weather. Okay, so early fall, early winter, and late winter. Freezing. People can die from freezing. There we go. Stone houses can be used instead of wood homes to reduce fuel needs, as they use less fuel. Okay. Died of old age. 11 laborers. Trying to do 2 things at once here. Infestations. Crop fields, pastures, and orchards can develop pest infestations. Nearby fields that are growing the same crop or raising the same animals may become infected once a pest breakout happens. Nomads have arrived. Hit pause. Sickness, we've seen that. The herbalist can collect herbs to increase your health. The hospitalists need to actually cure sickness. Hospitals trade with merchants as well as inviting nomads. Trade with merchants can bring disease in. I didn't realize that. Tornadoes, you can prepare boarding houses in preparation for a disaster like a tornado, except long ago I had a map where the tornado set down right on the boarding house. Fires may break out. Wells can be built for that. And you can rebuild a house by hitting the rebuild. What I was looking for was the way that you deal with infestations. You can harvest your crop early or move animals to other pastures. After the infestation is passed, changing the crop or animal that has grown in a field will reduce the chance of the recurrence. Okay. One trick that I had learned when your crop gets infected is simply to destroy the farm and instantly rebuild it. It won't maintain the history or the record that that particular field. Oh, it wasn't. Okay, I had it in my mind that was trader. It's nomads. And by destroying the crop field and rebuilding it real quick, you'll get the ability to regrow it without the problem. So they are here. We're looking at 20 of them. We do have a bunch of houses going in. I was going to say no, but it just dawned on me. We do have housing. Well, let's go ahead and let them in. This time, let's be running while we say yes. We're going to see them all instantly turn on to their citizen clothing. Boom. And just like that, they are hired. They know exactly where to go. They have housing. Some live there. They're going to the market. They're just going to strip this market clean. Look at that, like ants coming in and raiding the carcass of a dead bug. And they're heading back to their that was a strange comparison, wasn't it? To their boarding home. And yep. And we have the other boarding house over here. They're also loading it up. Alrighty. Now look at this. They have really gone out and got a good variety of things. And they even had time to make a child. This one did. And this one's still getting there. Okay, this is working well. Turn these off. And let's load up a new crop of house windows. Over here, this one is up and running. This one will be soon. Let's go ahead and stock up our stone cutters now. Go ahead and load up. Oh, let's load up the whole thing. Get our stone really coming in. Builders are good. Laborers are good. Babies are being born. Yep. Good times. Those houses are done. These are... Let's see, we're building these. Just finished this one. And this was a family from the nomads that moved in. Building has caught fire. Aha! Here I am wishing for a disaster. Okay, we're paused right now. Our nearest well, we've got one over here. Already grabbing a bucket. Good. And we've got one over here. And already grabbing a bucket. Wonderful. Now we should also have them grabbing a bucket dropped all of his goods that he was carrying, and he's going straight for the river to grab a bucket. Would you look at that? When Banished first came out, fire was a disaster because they would just continue working And it wasn't until the 5th or 6th house was burning that they would finally start their bucket brigade. So it just spread from house to house to house. I'm going to turn this speed... Oh, we are in speed 1. That's speed 1? Seems a little fast. I see, they are running with those buckets. That's what it is, because they don't normally walk that fast. So are we going to spread to our tailor, I wonder? That's a good graphic for the fire. I like that. Nice dark smoke. Wooden house got done anyway. Whole family moved in, but yeah, it is amazing. Now we are concentrating entirely on this one. So they grabbed water from where they were standing at the beginning, and then when they got here, they're going back only to the closest water. So we have caught fire on our tailor. And our next house. Yeah. All wooden buildings inside your village is not good. I spaced them quite a ways apart, and still the fire spread. Has died of old age. Don't have any deaths by fire yet. That's good. Boy, that'd be a horrible way to go. Next house is going down. And people who have no homes are now in a little panic. Now they're heading here for water. Oh, because the fire is now closer to this water source. Anybody still heading to this one for water? Yep, they're still grabbing from here too. We may lose most of the town here. What really gets bad is when you lose the market. A lot of goods can go away when the market burns. So, still heading over to the coast to get water. Burnt out, charred remains of our buildings. And we're spreading into more buildings. I'm going to turn my volume up, see if you can make sure you can hear the crackling of the fire. Sounds like a campfire. Merchant is at the trading post. I think we're gonna let him go this time. Well, we'll go over here. Yeah, we'll take a quick peek. Logs, stone. You know, let's grab the stone. Let's just speed up our own process a little bit here. So we're grabbing the stone coats. We don't need anything else. Logs are fine. But we're going to need stone to rebuild these houses. So we're going to pay $1,400 in warm coats at 20 each. So that's 70. Yeah. Trade and dismiss. Okay. Well, I was hoping for some excitement this episode, and wow, did I get it. Are we going to take out our school? Guys, these are a loss. Get over here. Yeah, get this one, please. Give me a buffer over here. Let's keep our school, and let's keep our trader. Wow. We've taken out this one. We've not hit the storage barn. It doesn't seem to burn trees. Or does it? I don't remember if there were any trees in here at all. We'll keep an eye on these trees here. Okay, we've died out on this side here. Just about everybody in town is involved now. Curious, how many are still around other parts of the town? Are the quarries empty? We're still tapping over here. So some of these folks never got word. I guess as their journey takes them over to this part of town, they then drop whatever they're doing right on the ground. Yeah, we're going to lose our school. All of these houses Although, we're not seeing a whole bunch of deaths due to this, and yet we have only one person without a job, and that's our trader, or our tailor. So they're moving into the boarding homes. 2 children. Let's go ahead and turn this one back on. Okay, this isn't looking good. We built this one close. This has to light on fire. But no injuries due to the fire yet. So maybe that's not something that's coded into the game. This has been quite the fire. Look at that shot right there. Go ahead and kill some of these. Wow, look at that. Our school seems to have survived. Snapping some screenshots here while we're watching. And we're done. They're done with running mode. So, now you've seen a fire in the middle of a town, and now you see why I was thinking about spreading some space between all of these, but obviously it wasn't enough. We don't have a lot of stone because our stone cutters have all been busy over here, or at least a lot of them have. When eggs get set on the ground, it looks like they're set in a nest. I think someone was carrying those eggs. Well, I'm thinking that's a good place to stop for this episode. We'll turn on the next episode with the opportunity to rebuild the original settlement of Springview. Why don't you do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. And this has been Noble Rambler. Thanks for watching.